Dear hopefuls, happy Tuesday. Yesterday I went through and recorded all of the food that I ate in a day, and so I thought that I would just share with you guys. Thanks, Mala. I thought that I would just share with you guys what I eat. Some people have expressed interest in this, and KATIE, Rebekah, and RAQUEL, I know that both of you are also vegetarian. Mala! She's trying to chew on stuff that's not toys. Who's that beautiful girl? Who's that sexy thing I see over there? That's me looking in the mirror. So yesterday morning, I started it out like any other morning. I get up and I go grab myself a Monster out of the fridge in Dave's office. And I'm a little naughty. I don't have just one Monster. I have two throughout the course of the day. So when the can is about half gone, I'm starting to get hungry. So I just pop downstairs, grab myself a little apple snack while I made myself a veggie wrap. So when I make a veggie wrap, I prefer to have my vegetables cooked, and I like to chop them up and set them out in rainbow order. When I make wraps, they're not always the same from day to day, but yesterday's wrap had orange peppers, carrots, corn, peas, zucchini, broccoli, onions, and mushrooms. And I'm from America, so I call it zucchini and not a courgette. It's a heads up for the rest of this video. So I chopped those up, and I just love looking at the rainbow of them. I'm obsessed with veggie rainbows, absolutely obsessed. Then I added some seasoning, and then usually when it gets all seasoned up, it's not nearly as colorful and pretty anymore, but trust me, it's gonna taste delicious. Then I take a little wrap, I put mustard and lettuce on this wrap, and then about 2 or 3 spoonfuls of the cooked veg, wrapped it up into a burrito, and then I put it into a pan just to get a sear on the wrap to keep it together. Cut it in half so that way I have little pockets on each side, and it's absolutely great. I usually have something like this for lunch every day. Different veg every day, so you know it's not always the same. And if you're somebody who likes cheese, it's really easy to just throw some cheese on there as well. And all the veg that I didn't use, I actually still have in the fridge now, because after it's been cooked and put into the fridge, it's not bad cold, or I could heat it up and add it to pasta or over rice or in another wrap. So throughout the day, my 2 monsters are kind of holding me over, but I get a little bit peckish. Am I English yet? So throughout the day, I usually have some bread and some vegan butter. The vegan butter that I have now, I like a lot better than the Flora vegan butter that I was using before. I'll just slather that on some bread and make myself little bread and butter sandwiches. They usually hold me over. I try not to go too crazy on those. I try not to eat a lot of bread, but sometimes it's a little hard, you know? I love those carbs. So speaking of carbs, I made a dinner meal for Dave and I. Usually at night, Dave and I take turns cooking meals for each other. Last night, I made the meals. I made spiral pasta with zucchini and mushroom. So get those all cooked off, put that all together, and added some pesto, which I know is not vegan. There will be a day when I will make my own pesto, and that will be vegan, but until that day, I will settle for eating non-vegan pesto, because pesto is amazing. I scoop myself out 3 spoonfuls, or else if Dave and I split the meal down the center, I always end up finishing it, and I always end up eating too much. That is my biggest issue when it comes to eating meals, and it's a reason why I snack throughout the day, is because if I have a big meal set in front of me, I usually eat the entire thing. Which is why when we get takeout Chinese or takeout pizza, or we go out and eat, I find it really hard to stop. So I always end up eating all of it and feeling full and disgusting and uncomfortable, because I am the type of person that will stuff my face until I am sick, which is not a healthy thing, and I'm trying to break myself of it, which is why I'm putting in my bowls and on my plates smaller portions. I do my best, but I am not perfect, especially when we go over to Dave's grandparents' house and they make a roast. It's like, how am I gonna say no to potatoes? Dave and I ended up watching 4 movies last night, and I decided to go grab myself a little snack. He also grabbed me a glass of Diet Coke. I had like 1 drink of water yesterday. Not good, something I need to work on, but March, I have a goal of cutting out fizzy drinks, so that means no more Monsters and no more Diet Cokes. I will only be drinking teas and water. But during the 4 movies that we watched yesterday, I grabbed the vegan ice cream out of our freezer. It's Swedish glazed dairy-free chocolate ice cream, and honestly, I am not buying it again. It's too bland. There is a way to have vegan ice cream that is flavorful and delicious, and this ice cream is not that, but I did finish off the rest of it, so now it's not in my freezer taking up space, and then I can go out and buy a new vegan ice cream that I will hopefully like better. This did not cut it for me. I will not buy it again. No, thank you. So after dinner, we usually have a post-dinner snack. So I made Dave and I a potato snack, which is just basically small roasties. which I put some chip dust. It's like American fry seasoning. It's not what our fries taste like, but it's not a bad seasoning. So I made Dave and I a plate of that, and we ate that for a snack after I had some ice cream. And then to cap off the night, I had a cup of Yorkshire bedtime tea with honey. This is how I try to end every day. I try to have a mug of sleep time tea just to get myself ready for bed, because I have a really hard time falling asleep at night. And I feel like my new regime of not using my phone when I'm in bed, coupled with having sleep time tea, has helped me immensely. I am falling asleep a lot faster. I am feeling a lot more rested. It's just been a really great change for me. So that is pretty much what I eat in a day. Of course, our dinners and stuff change. If we're going over to his grandparents' house, it might be different. The types of veg that are in our fridge are constantly changing, so maybe there might be different veg in the wraps, or it might be a different snack after the actual dinner. When I have cauliflower, I usually try to make buffalo cauliflower instead of eating potatoes, and really just trying to eat based on colors, because I absolutely love chopping up veg and spreading them out. If you follow me on Instagram, I love my rainbow veg. It's my favorite. So let me know what kind of foods you guys are absolutely loving right now. I am all about the wraps and the bedtime tea. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you go check out my main channel. I vlog and I sometimes read my high school diary out loud. I also have a music channel if you're interested in checking that out. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I will meet you back here next Tuesday.